Greetings, greetings, greetings. Good afternoon. I wanted to come on one and send an invitation for the worldwide full moon womb blessing circle. As you know, I have a year-long devotion, 12 full moons, where I am freely being of service. I am being of service unto Goddess, unto the Mother, through the womb blessing path, my red moon feminine womb healing, womb wellness, womb lifestyle, womb goddess lifestyle lineage, right? And so I wanted to come on and just talk a little bit more about that. I ended up changing the date for the worldwide full moon circle because of Friday. My husband took off and we in a DC area, so we're gonna explore DC or VA or something like that. We in a DMV, and so we were like field trip. Kids all excited and stuff. Anyway, so I wanted to come on and just let y'all know that I changed the date for the worldwide full moon womb healing circle, right? So in between on the womb blessing path, in between the times where we do the womb blessing, which next month will be the womb blessing, in between those times we do the full moon healing rays. So in the light of Mother Moon, she has all the beautiful colors, and in these colors that she's able to nourish us. And each ray has a particular frequency and an intention that we are able to receive the womb healing from Mother Moon, right? So that's why I'm a Moon Mother womb healing priestess, is because I work with the moon. And Mother has been in transit in Virgo, and I don't know about y'all, but I've been feeling all just the good Virgo vibes and coming home. Oh my goodness, this morning I got a message from womb, and it was just like, place your hands over your womb, right? And hold your womb. There's been a lot of energy around just holding of the womb, and I'll share some of these simple but potent mantras sometime. I'm collecting them, but it's just simple and potent that you just hold your womb and say, I take care of home. I take care of home. Our first home is our womb. It's the seat of all things, the source of all life, the portal of everything, of our existence. And then what does it mean for you to take care of home? Take care of your body, take care of your home, take care of all the things. So I take care of home. And I was just like, oh, I so appreciate that energy of just the mother, and connecting with Mother, Divine Moon Mother, and the womb, and what all that means as we transit into Virgo. But for the full moon, we are going to be in Libra, so we're going to get all that beautiful harmonizing energy. So what I wanted to tell you is, here are the rays for April. So first I'm going to read. I need to read y'all. Okay. So, this womb blessing, this is a gifted full moon meditative womb healing experience on April 16th. It will be for me. I will be holding all of the moon mothers around the world will have their various times and stuff like that. For me, I will be holding on April 16th, the actual full moon. And so this is a beautiful and gentle and enfolding gift of female energy that supports our femininity. It's available for all of you who resonate with the full moon energy, with the meditative experience, whether you have a physical condition or it doesn't matter about your age, doesn't matter if you have all your womb organs. This is all for you. It supports our awakening, our feminine energy, and our transformation as we walk this path of womb goddess consciousness in my temple, and the worldwide womb blessing path, and living a cyclical womb goddess lifestyle. In the light of the full moon, as I said, lies all the colors of the rainbow, softening by way of the feminine. In the full moon meditation, we breathe in specific colored moon rays into our womb energy center to bring about healing and support and nourishment and just blessing of our female energies our cycle, helping regulate our cycle and all of the different changes that we go through. Really, the frequency here is connecting to the word frequency to anchor yourself is restoration. When I think about womb healing, I'm really seeing womb restoration, because we could always restore ourselves, renew ourselves, restore ourselves, restoring of our energies and blessing up of our energies, right? So womb healing to me equals restoration. Healing period equals restoration. So the April 2022 moon rays is green, blue, and a flash of orange. These moon healing rays has been blessed and given and channeled and all the good stuff through Miranda Gray. She is the great moon mother lineage of this lineage. Okay, she's the creatress. And so the blue ray combined with the green ray help us to be sensitive to the flow of the energies of nature, right? Because this is our time where it's spring. So we want to connect with Earth Mother. Oh, it feels so good. And so it will allow for us to feel the harmony with her rhythms and her cycles. The blue ray helps us to be flexible and opening and accepting. In particular, it helps us to allow for the joy of nature in our everyday life. And my goodness, I don't know what more do we want for spring, right? I'm currently sitting in my spring maiden womb phase. And I'm just like, woo, let's go, be active, feel good, just outwardly express and feeling so dynamic and wonderful. So that's what this is going to do. The green rays, the blue rays, and a flash of orange. It's going to allow for us to connect with nature, nourishing ourselves in that frequency, feeling connected with the rhythms of nature, and just restoration, divine restoration, right? We want to allow for Mother Moon at the sacred time of gathering around the moons, and women gathering around the moons is ancient practice, right? So we coming together to allow for restoration, connection, sisterhood, sharing. And so that's what we will be doing. I will be available for that. You can register through the Eventbrite. If you're already on my Womb Goddess list, I usually just kind of like send out the link already, and you can click on it and just come sit in a circle. I would like for you to be gracious and prepare yourself and all the things. So set the intention if you want to sit with me. Listen, I know this the full moon is also a holiday weekend, so we have a lot of things going on. So if you desire to come and just breathe and connect with this womb restoration, womb healing, womb wellness, and sisterhood, you can. I will be here, and I will be sitting at 4:00 on Saturday on Zoom. Okay, so now let me get into some other stuff. When I was, today I meant to pull a card. I'm going to pull a card. Today I was, I'm going to be fully transparent with y'all. Listen, I was driving, and I just want to see what Moon Mother has for us now that she's still in Virgo, and I want to see what she's going to give to us from this Virgo room. So what does the Mother have for us, Moon Mother have for us? The message as she is transiting, coming to the fullness of Virgo energy. Ooh, there it is. Yes. Oh, you know what? I keep hearing too. So there's another one. Let's see. There it is. Okay. So we're going to get to that in a minute. So I was driving. I just got back in, threw on some house clothes. So let me just come on live. I was driving, and I was thinking to myself, I want to be fully transparent, tell you what I was doing. Now, I was driving, and I was on my way back from, I was on my way to get an MRI. So full transparency, I am in full recovery physically, calling forth miraculous healing in my body, and in just restoration for recovery, physical restoration. I was in a car accident almost 3 months ago. Actually, it'll be 3 months and 2 weeks, and I was rear-ended, and you know, everything is for us, right? So everything happens for my good, essentially, and that's what's true. And that has brought a lot of attention to deepening and recovery physically and all of the things, excuse me. And so yeah, I'll be sharing more of like my physical, you know, healing journey. And so that's what I'm also really excited about being and when the moon transited any of the earth signs, because I could just feel all that energy. But yeah, so I am in physical recovery, and I'm just allowing for it to bring me down even more into the mother and earth mother, and just being and living as a divine feminine being that journeys in the realms, in the divine feminine realm, and then come back down and live out my experience in the earth and anchor more and more and more, coming down, 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 allow myself to come down. And one of the things that helped me to come down is by allowing myself to be okay. And that is a deep surrender, and with a soft focus. Is everything is soft for me right now. And when it comes to my body, like what feels good, am I feeding myself, you know, just taking care of the basics, come what may. Am I able to just experience myself as myself in this body right now at 41 years old, supporting myself and letting, you know, acceptance is the solution to my problem today. Like anything that feels disruptive, that feels uneasy, where you're feeling resistance, where you just like angst, the solution is always acceptance. And so for me, I'm allowing for like a soft focus of leaning towards divine health and the miracles around divine health and healing. And so I got an MRI of my lower back, and yeah, we'll see what comes of it. But one of the things that have been helping me is like doing my central movement, doing central stretches, just moving my body that in ways that feel good. So if you see me dancing in my panties, that's why. Okay. Besides, I just love my things, and I love to feel good in my things during my sacred blood time. So I dance in them. But central movement and, you know, bed yoga. And I really do love Pilates for strengthening and walking like my body in my current womb's phase right now in the Maiden. She just want to like linear walk. She just want to walk because you know the Maiden is always about like divine focus. She's just like focus what we doing, but also simple truth, simple beauty. And I love how she works with our mind. That's what I love. Also, I'm Gemini rising, so I love words and all the things. And so I love word power and working with word magic. And the Maiden loves that too. So anytime you are coming into your pre-ovulations phase, in your maiden phase, getting off of your cycle, this is the best time. That is our natural spring. It's the best time to really move and setting all of those beautiful intentions that you want to have it weave, that you picked up, whatever the mother told you in your blood time, but also how you want things to be. Your acute focus is what the mother of the divine maiden in us, our spring maiden, does. She gives us a lot of focus and energy. She's not very, you know, whimsical or enchanting, and like she just like, what's true, this is what we are focused on, this is what we're doing, and I want to help support you to accomplish desires, God, I call them God goddess goals, those types of things and stuff like that. And she's also very good with words and building confidence, and I just love that. I am working in miracle energy right now, and I had that the word prayer that came down in the blessing of take care of home, and holding my womb and doing that womb holding and blessing myself in that. Take care of home. I take care of home. I take care of home. In the home of my body, in the home of my womb. And of course, this is springtime. So like what needs to be taken care of at home, you know, clearing and all the things and all this stuff, and looking and renewing and refreshing the energies. This is just common practice in what we do and stuff like that, gently by way of grace. And so she's all about simple truth and divine focus. And today, my maiden was just like, I had the miracle intentions that came up when I was doing that prayer and holding my womb. And she was just like, I'll help you with that. I'll support you in that. And so that blessed me so much, y'all. Listen, your womb is your greatest ally. We are four women in one. We have four different goddesses in one. We have the capacity to transform our life, transform the world as we live and embrace what's natural to us. That's why I live a cyclical womb goddess lifestyle, because my ears is itchy, because I have access to infinity within myself. And the more that I connect with my womb, the more that it also helps me to be okay with change. It helps me to be okay with ebbing and flowing, because we are always changing, just like the moon mother changes her transits like every 2.5, 3 days. So, we're always cycling in the cycles within the cycles within the cycle. So, we are the moon flowing. We are her, we are womb, we are earth, we are all of the mother and how she cycles, and we are deeply supported. And so I love the simple truths of this, of just living according to my cycle. And those women who are no longer cyclical, as far as just like physically bleeding, you have your own life cycle, you have this life cycle that you are actually your feminine life cycle that you're in, and all of the other ways that you are in your feminine being, as far as cycling and having an opportunity to connect, whether you have your organs, whether you're bleeding, you're not bleeding, a bleeding woman, a red woman, right? All of the things, we always have access. We just learn how to practice within every stage that we're in. And so with that being said, I'm embracing where I am in this 41-year-old body that's done having children. My family is complete. That I'm recovering physically. And so when I was driving to get my MRI, I took this. So I took Ashikana Root. I know many of you are all about, herbs and all the things like that, and how you are living in your womb lifestyle and tending to your womb and your body. So Ashikana has been one of these herbs with me that has been deeply supporting me. Primarily for my nervous system and calming my nerves. Like, seriously. The other thing is that most people know that Ashikana is good for calming your nerves. And folks make like their Ashikana tea. Years ago, when I was like, playing around with Ashikana, we would just do, the powder and put it in some hot water before get bed, me and my husband. But what I found that I was able to be better devoted with myself is through capsules. So this is the Physician's Choice Ashikana, and they're like, let me look this up. To be honest with you, I don't really generally like concern myself with a lot of prices and stuff like that. Because when I need stuff, and it's allocated because it's so okay. But these are 15. Oh no, if you do a one-time purchase, they're $16.99. If you have Prime like we do and you want to do it on subscription, they're $15.29. And these are for a 60 count. They do have a 90 and 60 count. So this is like the best. I love this brand. It's very super highly potent. And it helps with your adrenal support. It helps with your thyroid. It's vegan. Listen, this is not a paid sponsorship. It's just like, these are 1,000 milligrams. And so you could take 3 capsules of these. Like, what I like to do is kind of space it out so it's always in my system. But generally, I like to start my day off with 2, and then at nighttime I'll take 1 just to kind of help me, to start winding myself down. So this is one of my like really big go-to herbs right now. And so the Ashikana Root, not only it helps you with your adrenal health, and it helps with your just calming of your nervous system, and it reduces inflammation. But there are some very specific things that it helps to improve, that's specific to women. It helps with cognitive functioning. It helps, just improving concentration, focus, and calming the nerves and stuff like that. Of course, it has all the things that help, move to prevent cancer and stuff like that. But I gotta read because I need to focus. But one of the things that I remember, I was on Clubhouse recently, and one of the sisters, she was a therapist, so she was promoting Ashikana to calm the nerves and for anxiety and stuff like that. But I was just like, this is actually a womb herb. This is a feminine herb that can really help support you. And so one of the things that I love it for is strengthening the functioning of our adrenal glands, but also improving our hormonal balance, which helps improve fertility, regulates our cycle. If we have delayed periods, if we have irregular periods, if we have period cramps, when we have fertility issues, facial hairs, and all the things for menopause, not menopausal, it's just a really good herb to really support our hormones and bring about hormonal balance and stimulating blood flow. Oh my goodness, like it relaxes the womb. It does all the things. Of course, one of the things we know about herbs is that it will do what it needs to do in your system. So for me, I do my mother light Reiki on this, all my herbs, everything. I don't care if it's prescription pills, you bless your pills. Everything is ultimately from the earth. So I like to do my mother like Reiki on everything, and I let it go and I bless it and let it do what it needs to do in my system. And so one of the things that I love that it helps to stimulate sexual stimulation because it improves sexual arousal, improves orgasm, improves lubrication. Why? Because you are in a better mood. That's why I'm so super happy right now. Besides that. Um, besides just like, I'm in my Maiden, but but also it improves your mood, you're happier, you're calmer, you're more at peace, which enhances your blood flow to your sexual organs and the potency. And also, so if you, of course, like that, all of those things help increase and build your the feminine libido because you're more stimulated, and it enhances and improves and optimizes that. But think about this. If you are all tense and stuff like that, you really, you really can't enjoy the act. So the best, I was about to say the other word, the best state that you could be in is a relaxed state so that you can be open. The best yoni is a relaxed yoni, right? We don't want it tight, right? I love all, I love Soka and all Reiki and all the things and, all the stuff. And it talks about keeping it tight and clean. But the reality is, we want to have yes, strong, and the muscles are not too tight, not too tense, not too, just right to where we are in a calm and relaxed state. That way we can just naturally open and allow ourselves to open. And so I love that it helps with increasing oxygen. It helps to treat high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart disease. It also helps to deal with any vaginal infections. It helps regulate the blood sugar, which also, anytime you are dealing with high blood sugar, PCOS, hormonal imbalance, it affects the menstrual cycle, all the things with the hormone fluctuations that happen when you have an irregular blood sugar. Of course, it promotes rest and sleep, which most people use Ashikana Root for, is for sleep and stuff like that. It aids in weight loss because it helps reduce the food cravings, and the cortisol, again, because you're not feeding off that anxiety and all that stuff. I mean, that's what it is. So it helps you to, to release the weight and things like that. It has all these other things. It's good for the skin and all the stuff, and it prevents menopausal issues. So if you're dealing with, all the impacts of the endocrine system, it helps to alleviate all the pains, anxiety, depression, hot flashes, sleep problems, all the things that help support you. If you are in a enchantress, wild woman, priestess, life cycle, age woman, that will be able to help support any of those things. So as you're a changing woman with the menopause, and of course it helps with the benefit of fertility. So here's my take on what it means to be like for feminine wellness in our body, is that I always want to have my body in a state of fertility. Fertility is health. We are naturally healthy. Everything on the planet is about fertility. Everything is Ushun. Everything is to celebrate Ushun, right? So understanding is that being fertile is actually being healthy. So that's my mindset because of my history around fertility and getting pregnant and all the things around how I got into just womb is around pregnancy, is around fertility. So for me, understanding that whenever I am in optimal health, that is when I am most fertile. Because I'm no longer creating children, I'm creating my life. I'm rebirthing myself all the time. I'm bringing forth all of the I vision, all my husband desires, the best for my children, all the things when I'm working, all the stuff, right? So I am always wanting my body to be a reflection of the fertility of my life. Fertility in a female womb, in our female reproductive system, is not about like anything besides healthy. Fertility, fertile equals health. That's it. That's it. That is divine health when we are fertile, so that our garden, our womb garden, is producing all that we desire. And also, if you in your childbearing age and that's what you're doing the things. But what that's really about is we always want to take on a mindset, and mostly like in medicine, there's no like womb health and feminine health is not associated with fertility unless you're actually trying to, reproduce children. No, that's just not true. A fertile womb is a fertile life. That's it. Period. Point blank. And so I want to kind of like bless you in that association of understanding when we're thinking about divine health and with our bodies and our womb health and our menstrual cycle and all the things. We want to be in a place where we're actually fertile. I know that I know in my culture, in Black American culture, being fertile is like, woo, all them kids and da da da. But the truth is, being fertile is the greatest blessing you will ever have, because if you look at nature, everything is about fertility. Everything is about reproduction. Everything is about growth, right? We're in spring, so everything is growing, everything is being nurtured. This is for fertility time. That's what we're celebrating. And so fertility is divine health. I can't stress that enough. So this is my current best womb herb that I am in love with right now. I'm starting to really deeply feel lemongrass, going back to lemongrass for burning, for incense. I was off lemongrass for a little bit, but now I feel like I want to go back to lemongrass. I love lemongrass as a natural diuretic and stuff like that. And it just smells great. So I'm feeling myself going back to lemongrass, but I feel like I'm going back to lemongrass by way of like burning it versus taking it in as supporting my womb health. But yeah, so that's what I'm on right now. And I'm grateful, and everything is for me, and I'm grateful that I have the consciousness to come down to earth and be here, remain here, and just go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into body. And yeah, that's it. So let's get into the cards. Let me take a deep breath. So, all right. We are connecting with the truth, and I bless you in the truth. And what Earth Mother energy want to say through Mama Moon, the Virgo moon. So, because we're transitioning here, and the Virgo is at accumulation because she's full, and we're going to transit into Libra moon soon. So let's get to it. Let me see. Ooh, yes, I got it. You know how we've been feeling like all that just Aries energy, right? We're in Aries, and it's like time for some action. Yeah, I'm an 80s baby. And so this is saying, and what the mother is asking, ooh, I feel it in my bones. It's time to take action. It is a time of action. It's spring, like that's it. Spring now, right? But it's not just action. We're not just doing just to do, right? We are wise women. So the mother is saying, yes, it is time to take action, but we take wise action. Our energy is currency. Where are we placing our divine energy? How are we being a good steward over our divine energy? Because when you live according to your inner cycles, you know that there's a certain time in your cycle where you are dynamic, you're outward expressed, you are working on your goddess goals, you are feeling like get shit done, right? Then there's a time you're not always going to be that way. We're not always in Maiden. We're not always wanting to nurture things in Mother. We're not always in the dynamic place of our womb. Then we go in, and then we go down, and then we go down, and then we come back up. And so we want to use wisdom when we are allocating our divine resource, our energy, our focus, our love. And so, yes. And so we want to take wise action, Ashe. And that's a new way of doing things, right? If you have not been in a place of calling on wisdom, you know, divine health, divine wisdom, divine peace, divine clarity, all of these things, and blessing yourself. You know, you can bless yourself with wisdom, right? You can bless your head to operate in your heart, to operate from a place of wisdom, asking the divine mother to bless you in wisdom so that you are being in order and living as true wise women. It doesn't matter of your age, you can access wisdom. It doesn't matter because there's a whole lot of older people who are not wise. Wisdom is not about age. Wisdom is about truth. And wisdom is about aligning your own divine goddess, your own head spirit with your womb and being in accordance and living out your life in that way with love. And all of the sports that we have, right? Our ancestors, angels, guides, and all the elementals that we have, particularly being in partnership with our womb, though. Okay? All right. So we always have access to wisdom because we have a womb. That's divine intelligence. Aside from that, every goddess is a mother essentially to us. The enchantress is a mother. The great crone womb, that's the mother of the mothers. That is the wise womb place when we are in our sacred blood time. We always have access to wisdom. If you're not, I wanted to tell you, if you don't pray for wisdom, if you're not praying for wisdom, I want to tell you, like, you know, that new way of operating, start praying for wisdom. I'm a Sagittarius, right? So I'm like the wise part of the zodiac or whatever. And a lot of people tell me I have wisdom. And I share that, but what's true is that I'm always asking and praying for wisdom for myself, that I will be in alignment with that. I will move in a place of wisdom, what is true and what is most highest and most loving according to her will, according to divine design for my life, according to what is true in the most easiest way that's good for all. That's wisdom to be able to, I felt that. That's wisdom to be able to be in a place of surrender, because what happens is a lot of our inner children want to stand up, particularly our teens. They're like, I want me, 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 and all of the things, because we have a lot of parts of us that we still need to offer to the light of love and have complete restoration around. So when we do that and we just say, help me, and help me to create my existence in my life in this earthly realm through wisdom. Wisdom will come. The spirit of wisdom, according to one tradition, is Sophia, right? Sophia, the wisdom, right? So, yeah, wisdom is available to us at all times. And so when we are taking these divine actions, now that we're moving into spring, take it easy, right? Sometimes we need to bring our maiden energy and let her, be harmonized. And so that we are slowing down, being very intentional, liberating ourselves from grind culture and all of those things. And we are working in our goddess goals in a way that's through wisdom and shame. And so I bless myself with that. I have been on a deeper level devotion in harmonizing my highest, most loving self, my head. I put my chalk on every day. And I bless myself with shea butter. I'll show y'all. I have some shea butter here that I have on my womb altar. And every day I take a little bit of that. I bless my head and I put my chalk on because I don't wear my head wrapped up. I do my work on my head and I go about my business. Okay. I don't wear my head wrapped up all the time unless I feel called. But, I do all the things. And so that devotion that I was called to do around my head and blessing my head and pouring water onto my head and all of the things around my head has opened me up in such a way that I came into miracle consciousness And it's far more potent this year. I've been doing Miracle May, Miracle Journeys in the springtime and the natural new year for years now. But this particular year, because I have been in a deeper devotion of harmonizing my mind, harmonizing my head spirit, my highest, most loving self, in accordance with my womb and my womb consciousness, and bringing that together, wow, it's just opened me up to miracle mindedness, just miracle consciousness and faith and belief. And so that's been a really big blessing for me. Okay, so the other card here, let me come to it. Oh, I got it. So this is about showing the world the real you. So the moon, the full moon, right? A couple of things. It's two things. Embracing the rays of the moon, the light of the moon, actually fully going in and embracing the light of the moon. Do you know I am a moon mother? Yes, I've gone through initiations. I'm continuing fine tuning my just my system in regards to being a clear channel to bring forth moon energy for healing, all of the rays and all of the things as it relate to the moon, and connecting much more deeper. But do you know that you yourself can heal yourself through a self-healing of the light of the moon itself, yourself, right? That's without a practitioner, that's without a moon priestess, that's without you yourself as a feminine being who's connected to the cycle of the moon, can call forth down the moonlight, right? And fill yourself up with the moon energy for healing. So I bless you to embrace the light of the moon. This Saturday, we will connect with the moon rays. In every full moon, I am here. I'm either going to be doing a womb blessing for the 12 full moons this whole entire year, calendar year, or I'm going to be doing connecting with the full moon rays for womb healing, for womb restoration, all of the things every full moon. So I bless you to just embrace Mother Moon. She's always available to you. And like I tell everyone, the moon is actually always full. Truth. She's always full. We just can't see, right? But she's always full. So we can always connect with the fullness of the mother and her association with the great mother in Yoruba tradition, which is Yamoja. Yes, baby. A what? Oh, what is it? Did you see it, baby? Okay, put that out for me for tomorrow, baby. You know I love my yogurt. Thank you, baby. Y'all, I love me some yogurt. I'm deeply on yogurt right now. I'm just like, I have a little obsession right now with yogurt, Chobani. So I love lemon. Okay, I'm also like super obsessed with lemon right now. My grandmother loved lemon, but I'm like really obsessed with lemon right now. Lemon is purifying, it's clearing, it's all those things. It's really beautiful for spring. So the reflection portion of this is the mother is asking for you to be full face. Stop hiding yourself. Like, just be you. People always talk about your authentic self, But one of the things that I have learned through inner child healing is like, being in self-mothering and self-parenting in many ways, is like the more you are able to come in to wholeness with yourself, the more you integrate yourself, the more you just have more acceptance for yourself, and the more you could just show up as yourself. It's not like a fight. It's not like I gotta prove who I am and I gotta protect who I am, and I gotta. No, you just show up as yourself. Like, let's play, let's connect. Because my goodness, what else is there on this world? I was thinking about this when I was going into that machine to get my MRI, and I was just like, "Ooh, God has blessed me, relax." So got my little Ashikana Root, calm my nerves down. But I was thinking, what else is there? This is what inspired me to come on live, and I was just like, I got some stuff to say. Come on live. Whoever listen, is for you. It's for you. I was like, what else is there truly? What else is there truly besides connection? What else is there truly besides relating and allowing ourselves to just be in connection with each other as human beings, right? Like walking this planet, we live in such a beautiful, oh, we just live in such a beautiful world. We live on such a beautiful planet. Everything is beautiful to me. And even those experiences, like those painful experiences, because what it is at this point and where I am in my journey is that, yes, I experience a lot of things that cause my human pain, right? And it's really about just how do we allow ourselves to surrender the pain, because you can't change the past. Like you cannot change anything that you experience. Those were your experiences. Whatever womb trauma that you have, whatever ancestral traumas that you have, whatever bullied, whatever happened with your inner children, with your adolescent self, all the way up, right? I'm in my fourth decade, 41 years. I can't go back and like undo those experiences. I chose those experiences for my highest and best good. That's my belief. That ain't for everybody else, right? And but the fact is, it's like I have some pain around it, whatever I attach to it and all the things. It's about now surrendering and offering that up so love could come in. Dropping down and going into the alchemy of it, essentially to surrender and recover love. That's what I'm on right now, right? And so, what was I saying? Spirit just got me going. Oh yeah, so that's what it's about. It's just about connection and communing with one another. That's why I love holding these spaces of for us to commune, for us to be in fellowship. One thing I learned about being in recovery, those of you know I am in love addiction fellowship. I am recovering love. I am restoring love. That's just facts. That is called the relationship fellowship, right? Because we utilize relationships and love and attachments and all that stuff. It is our substance. It's a process addiction. That's what love addiction is. It looks like codependency. It looks like all types of stuff, right? I don't need to like get into all of that, but you can inbox me if you want me to. Then I can go into that a little bit more with you. And it makes all the sense in the world. I am a goddess of love. Love is my medicine. And so getting clean and hallowed and healing around love is like, yeah, it makes sense for me. For everyone, there's a lot of people that have love addiction may not actually realize how we live in a world that romanticizes everything and stuff like that and put us in fantasy, take us out of the earth and out of what's true and actual real loving experiences, loving ourselves and others. And so, oh wow, my womb is so full on that. Like what's really true is that all there is for us on this planet is connection. What else? I sat and I was thinking about this as I was going to that machine. Well, what else is there? If you have, money, okay, so money, you generate money through people. If you have a business, what you're grateful for is your customers, because they are actually bringing forth, purchasing your products or your service or whatever it is. So you are abundant in people. That's, you're generating income and resource and currency through other people and money is fluid. Money is the gift of the mother. Money itself is like water. Money itself is feminine. And so everything is this feminine connection. And so in the feminine loves connection, the feminine loves community, the feminine loves community, the feminine loves relating, the feminine loves weaving. All of these things that bring us together is an expression of her in us, through us. And all there is love, loving experiences and connection and truth. Being at peace and accepting all of the ways that we got hurt because of our connections, our family connections, our history, our family of origin, and all of the things, right? And so the medicine is divine acceptance. The medicine is connection. The medicine is really, my loves, it's just like releasing the pain. I don't know how else to express this. But if you could just get yourself in a place somehow through goddess and through love, and you can release that pain, that's it, baby. Like, I don't know how else to say. It's just truly releasing the hurt. It's just releasing the hurt. And if you could get through that, you're going to be all right. We talking about, opening up the heart chakra and all of these things, I'm going to let my tears flow. Because that's Goddess and that's a blessing. And so like, that's it. What else is there truly? You can recover love. If I can do it, you could do it. And you can recover relating. You can recover connection. So you're not so guarded as a woman, and you can just be accepting unto yourself. Accepting yourself and being tender and loving towards yourself, and all of those just being bound up in that struggle and just all of the things. So we bless our most highest loving self, which is truly our innocence. Did you know your most highest loving self is like your innocence in a free way? And like our innocence can be restored. I blessed Sri Namaste more years ago, right? She was like, I think I'm getting my allergies going here. Marilyn has allergies all year round, y'all. That's my eyes is puffy. I'm like, I'm learning to live with Marilyn puffy eyes. And so, but she said, she wrote a post and she was like, do you know you can restore your innocence? Well, I didn't know. And I was just like, always stuck with me. I can restore my innocence. And that's what I understand now, is that, yes, my innocence is restored to the place where my innocence is in a place of operating in my head. And so when I think about, what is my highest and most loving self, our most creative self is our innocence. That's our most creative self. And our innocence is associated with our spring maiden, with our maiden womb. She's that creature that we always have inside of our cycle. And so, yes, you can restore your innocence. You can allow for love. You can connect. You can do all of the things. And it's so beautiful. And so I love communing. I love womb communing. I love Goddess communing. I love this time that we get to have every month, right? Where we can just come together and share and just restore and experience wholeness and healing, connection and tenderness more and more, and experience the mother through each other. I'm really looking forward to connecting to being in person. Like, I'm like, where is the sisters at in the DMV who want to connect with me? Where are they? Because there's something about being connected with, like, I love technology. Thank goodness for technology. My man is an IT guy. I'm so grateful for technology, and we can just connect because energy is energy. But there's something about, let's just like being able to hug each other and touch each other and commune with each other in person. So I'm really asking the mother, like, where's my sisters here? Let them come. I'm ready, and just surrendering it. But yeah, I hope that that blesses you. I felt that so much in my body. So I bless the mother as she transit in Virgo, and thank you for witnessing my tears. I just really had to say it for what it was, right? And so yeah, that is it. I will be Saturday is going to be a big day because I'm going to be in immersion myself. I'm so grateful for the miracle of being in immersion myself around earth energy with Goddess Charmaine. The earth, I posted on my page, if you feel called, Goddess Charmaine is going to be holding her earthly realm immersion, and then I'll be holding my own full moon circle. So Saturday is going to be a beautiful day of just the feminine, we just come together and just getting nourished. Isn't this the time for nourishment? This is our time for nourishment, around the full moons, around the new moon, anytime really, every day. But this is our time for gathering and connecting and creating a beautiful holy Sabbath, just creating a beautiful holy Sabbath with one another. So I'm so deeply, deeply grateful. So if you feel called, I'll post the womb invite. I have it all over my page. And you could come and join my circle on being of service. If you want to connect and have a personal womb ceremony, or you want to have a gentle goddess session where we're connecting in mother frequency through mother light, if you desire womb immersion, womb divination, all the stuff around just connecting and weaving in womb goddess consciousness and living this particular lineage, right? Because I'm a part of a couple different lineages, but this particular lineage here, the red moon lineage, I am available for you in every way. So I'm so grateful for this service. I'm so grateful for to be devoted. I said, yes, I will do these 12 full moons. I don't know what's going to happen after that, but I'm so grateful for all the moon mothers around the world. I'm so grateful for Moon Mother, Master Creatress, Miranda Gray. I'm just so grateful for, I am part of, it blows my mind, but I am part of an international community of women who serve the same frequency, who serve the cycles of the mother, who serve truth. We speak all types of different languages, but we hold the same frequency. And I never thought I could be in like, whoa, like a global, for real, a global sisterhood. And there was a lot of things that had to come through me and loosen up in order for me to be like, oh, I can actually connect in the global sisterhood. Wow. Because we're all one in the light of the moon and in the mother, and what we do, what I do affects everyone, and what you do affects everyone. And so we just do it. We just do it, right? And we allow ourselves to be expressed. So I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. I hope all of this bless you. I didn't know what I was going to be saying, but I was just like, I felt called to come and share. So I hope that some of this blessed you in whatever way, and you feel I hope I'm a face of the mother and the goddess. That's all. If you could be like, I heard the goddess on this live today, that's enough for me, because I just always want to be her purity, her grace, her truth, her light, her love. And so I know that for me in this particular time in my goddess devotion is for me to be the light. I'm always like the dark feminine. I love the dark feminine. I could do the dark feminine, but my call is like, can you be the light goddess? So I hope to come on here during the light time of my cycle more and more and more, and be like, hey, I'm here, and represent the light of the mother, the light goddess energy, the maiden, the mother, because that's what I was told. Y'all know I love the enchantress and the dark witchy and all the stuff, but to hold the dynamic beauty and the light and the simple truth of the maiden and the nurturing of the mother in the summer and the spring, whew, that's my call. So I hope I represent spring today. I'm going to keep on working on it. She got me. I'm going to keep devoting myself to living this womb goddess lifestyle and cycling through and just being true and believing and sharing out and being of service. So thank you so much for sitting with me. I bless you. Whatever you do this full moon, I bless you. However you do it, whoever you're sitting with, however it is, I hope that God has blessed you and that you have a beautiful celebration of spring and the fertility, and all was true. Ashe. See you next time. I've been enjoying Sacred Monday, so see you on Monday. Peace.